Item 100. Preparing right-of-way. 1. Description. Prepare the right-of-way and designated easements for construction operations by removing and disposing of all obstructions when removal of such obstructions is not specifically shown on the plans to be paid by other items. 2. Construction. Protect designated features on the right-of-way and prune trees and shrubs as directed. Do not park equipment, service equipment, store materials, or disturb the root area under the branches of trees designated for preservation. Treat cuts on trees with an approved tree wound dressing within 20 minutes of making a pruning cut or otherwise causing damage to the tree when shown on the plans. Follow all local and state regulations when burning. Pile and burn brush at approved locations as directed. Coordinate work with state and federal authorities when working in state or national forests or parks. Test, remove, and dispose of hazardous materials in accordance with Article 6.10, Hazardous Materials. Clear areas shown on the plans of all obstructions, except those landscape features that are to be preserved. Such obstructions include remains of houses and other structures, foundations, floor slabs, concrete, brick, lumber, plaster, septic tank drain fields, basements, abandoned utility pipes or conduits, equipment, fences, retaining walls, and other items as specified on the plans. Remove vegetation and other landscape features not designated for preservation, curb and gutter, driveways, paved parking areas, miscellaneous stone, sidewalks, drainage structures, manholes, inlets, abandoned railroad tracks, scrap iron, and debris, whether above or below ground. Removal of live utility facilities is not included in this item. Remove culverts, storm sewers, manholes, and inlets in proper sequence to maintain traffic and drainage. Notify the engineer in writing when items not shown on the plans and not reasonably detectable, buried with no obvious indication of presence, are encountered and required to be removed. These items will be handled in accordance with Article 4.5, Differing Site Conditions. Remove obstructions not designated for preservation to 2 feet below natural ground in areas receiving embankment. Remove obstructions to 2 feet below the excavation level in areas to be excavated. Remove obstructions to 1 feet below natural ground in all other areas. Cut trees and stumps off to ground level when allowed by the plans or directed. Plug the remaining ends of abandoned underground structures over 3 inches in diameter with concrete to form a tight closure. Backfill, compact, and restore areas where obstructions have been removed unless otherwise directed. Use approved material for backfilling. Dispose of wells in accordance with Item 103, Disposal of wells. Accept ownership, unless otherwise directed, and dispose of removed materials and debris at locations off the right-of-way in accordance with local, state, and federal requirements. 3. Measurement. This item will be measured by the acre, by the 100 feet station regardless of the width of the right-of-way, or by each tree removed. 4. Payment. For acre and station measurement, the work performed in accordance with this item and measured as provided under measurement will be paid for at the unit price bid for preparing right-of-way. For each measurement, the work performed in accordance with this item and measured as provided under measurement will be paid for at the unit price bid for preparing right-of-way, tree, of the diameter specified. This price is full compensation for pruning of designated trees and shrubs, removal and disposal of structures and obstructions, backfilling of holes, furnishing and placing concrete for plugs, and equipment, labor, tools, and incidentals. Total payment of this item will not exceed 10% of the original contract amount until final acceptance. The remainder will be paid on the estimate after the final acceptance under Article 5.12, Final Acceptance.